Hey guys, it's Tom and Lisa, and this is Two Peas and a Promise. And you're probably wondering, it's Monday, why is she wearing a Patriots shirt? Well, fun fact, we're recording this on Super Bowl Sunday. So when this airs, I'm either going to be really happy or
a little let down.
But I'm going to be really happy. So go Pats.
Go Pats.
Go Pats.
All right.
Okay.
Good afternoon from sunny Port Orange, Florida. It's a beautiful day out, actually. It's a far cry from last week, which was
20 degrees.
20 degrees. Yeah, it was cold. But anyway, I know there's, like Pastor Billy said last week, I know there was people colder than us. So we're just going to stay with that and say for Florida, it was cold. Mm-hmm. Anyway, last time we met, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about being equally yoked. And how that's important, and how to know if you're equally yoked by your values and your goals and your faith. And but today we're going to talk a little bit about ourselves, I guess. I don't know what the lesson will be, if there's a lesson, but it's going to be kind of about our engagement.
I was going to say, we try to kind of do this. Sometimes there's really a lesson to be pulled in. Sometimes it's just to get to know us. So when Pastor Billy had talked to us about it, it was kind of like the logical progression of us and how we came to be, and just any tips we had to offer. So we were talking about it, and we thought, well, it's hard to, he said something about going to being married. I'm like, well, my goodness, we just talked about how we were going to talk about, dating for 3 years, and then how were we going to get there, and would we even get there? So I'm like, well, let's just tell him the story of that, and he can shed light on how much or how little planning there was involved in that, and just a little bit about that. So here we are. It is 1989 at this point, and we've been together over 3 years at this point.
1989. I can't tell you what music was playing or what I think it was. I can't.
Don't even try.
Not even going to try. Or the movies that were out, but you could probably look them up. Anyway, 1989. I know I was working at the Halifax Hospital, like drawing blood from people, and that was a side gig. I was working at Kentucky Fried Chicken still, and I knew that I wanted to ask Lisa to marry me, of course, by now.
Did. Yeah.
And so I don't remember if I really had this great plan or anything. It was just more like I thought of it. And
are any of us shocked by that?
Yeah,
like,
truly.
Tom is very a fly by the seat of my pants. Let's just see what happens kind of guy. Whereas I am, let's plan down to the T. Here's our itinerary. Let's follow it. Let's go. But that's what I love about him, is that he can be like that, whereas I cannot.
Right. I'm never lost. I'm always just right here where I'm supposed to be. So I might not know where I am all the time, but I'm never lost.
He has a man cold, so I am sitting this close to him, but I'm already thinking, gosh, I really don't want to get sick. But that's okay. I'm just teasing.
I know.
So it was, all I remember is, because at this point, I mean, we were moving along. Like, I figured at some point we were going to be engaged, but there was, I would say, no clue, no nothing. Literally, I remember you telling me, like, okay, we're going to go somewhere, but it's a surprise.
And I think you didn't feel good that day, actually.
I don't think I did either.
I think you had a cold, a woman cold, which is much
different than a man
cold. But I remember saying to you, I'm going to blindfold you. And this is before you had any fear of my driving, because I was still a good driver back then. So according to her.
Yeah. He said, do you trust me? And I said, yeah. And he goes, okay, I'm going to blindfold you. And I went, yeah.
So I did. I blindfolded her and made her sit in the back seat, and then I drove her around a little bit. But I ended up going from Daytona to Walt Disney World, of all things, with her blindfolded. I don't know why she would do that. I wouldn't have But I did, and we went to what is now Disney Springs, and walked around there for a little bit. And it was December 10th,
Yep.
1989, and we went. I don't think we bought a Christmas tree ornament then, but we just kind of walked around and hung out there. And I said,
We just went to different little places because we
Yeah.
got there and it was probably early afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And back then you could go in the Contemporary. There was a huge arcade on the
Yeah.
ground floor of the Contemporary, and there were the shops. They were, I'm sure, different, but it was all decorated for Christmas. I do know that.
yeah,
And it was probably a day like today where it was crisp and cool, and I mean it was
the
nice.
sun was
the
out,
sun
yeah.
was definitely out.
Yeah.
And we walked and went in all the different shops and just kind of went everywhere.
yeah. And I kept telling her that I said, you have a decision to make later. And
And then he would say like where are we going to eat?
yes,
And he kept saying you have a decision to make. Like where do you want to go next? I
right.
do remember that.
Yep. And then her last decision was when I took her over to the Contemporary from Disney Springs and took her to the top floor. You could back then. I don't know if you can do it anymore. Back.
I don't think so.
Yeah, back then you could go out like on the
The rooftop. Literally.
Yeah, outside.
It was dark out at this point,
Yeah.
and there's a gorgeous restaurant.
Well, it was called the Top of the World Restaurant.
Yep, that's exactly right. And you could go and just say, you didn't even have to say anything. You could kind of just walk through the restaurant, and there was a door that led to the outside. And then it was, I mean, if you know the Contemporary, it literally was the very top of the Contemporary, and you could walk out quite a ways. And I mean,
Right.
you saw the
All over the Magic Kingdom.
Space Mountain.
Yeah,
and-
the castle and all over Bay Lake.
yes.
So, yeah, it was cool. It was one of my favorite places to go. But
And we would always usually go there before we left.
yeah,
Just because we always said that was our place. I mean, did other people know? I'm quite sure, but
sure.
it was our place.
Yep.
So we were out there, and because he's not really great at details, we were out there and we walked out, and we were probably about halfway through, and the Bay Lake was over here, and Space Mountain was over here, and you backed up, and I was like,
What are you
where
doing?
are you going? And he backed up. Should I let you go?
No, go ahead.
So he drops down to one knee, and when he dropped down to one knee, all of a sudden all of these boats on Bay Lake, like the boats that would take you,
The little electrical parade is what
yes,
it is.
and it was
On Bay Lake.
Christmas parade. So he drops down, and literally right when he did, all the lights light up in the in Bay Lake and around. All the Christmas lights light up. The electrical boat parade starts going, and it's blaring Christmas music. And it was just, I don't know how. I know he didn't time it, but God must have helped him out because
Well, I know people.
yeah.
No, not really.
But, and he's sitting there, and I'm looking at him like, what are you doing? And then,
I asked her to marry me, and gave her this gorgeous ring that didn't
Yeah.
really happen.
no. No
I
ring.
just yeah. I don't
I
know
didn't
where
care.
I didn't know why I dropped the ball on the whole engagement ring, but I didn't think. See,
It's another story.
no planner Menzel here, but I
okay.
I asked her to marry me, and as soon as I did, I think fireworks came out
Yes. Yep.
after.
Yes, when it started going, then they started
Yeah.
fireworks.
Then they did the fireworks after the music thing, so we sat out there for that. It was cool.
It was gorgeous. Then we came inside,
Came inside.
told everybody we passed
Yeah.
that we that we got engaged, and people were like, "Oh, congratulations!
Yeah.
Congratulations!"
Whether they cared or not, it didn't matter. But
We came down the escalator, and all the people that run the hotel were there, and we told them, and they were all happy, and it was super cool. And fun fact, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say it was the greatest, probably one of the greatest nights of our life.
Oh gosh, yes.
So
But so we're not done with that, but we ended up, that was in December, and then for February, the News Journal actually ran a contest.
Oh yeah.
It was a Valentine's Day contest about the most romantic way.
How he popped the question.
Yeah, how did he
Yeah.
pop the question? So I entered, I forget, you had to write everything out. And I entered it because I think somebody said to me, oh my gosh, you should totally do that. So we entered, and we actually were one of the ones that won. We actually made the front page of that section of the paper.
Accent.
Yes,
Yeah,
we still have it. If you really want to see, we can share. But it was super cool because they kind of reenacted it, and they took pictures. Not really reenacted, but
In a studio.
correct.
Yeah.
They took pictures, and they talked to both of us and interviewed us, and then wrote this whole story about it. And there was a few other couples stories in there, but we got picked. Like the whole half of the entire page is literally us, dressed way nicer than we were that day when it happened. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
But
we dressed up for it.
yeah, super cool. So that was Valentine's Day 1990. And I mean, here we are in 2026. So you're talking about almost 36 years ago to the day that happened. So,
Yeah.
but then we drove back home.
Yeah, we were. Oh gosh, I don't even know. I don't remember driving home. I think we flew home because we were so excited
On cloud nine.
on cloud nine, and yeah, it was an amazing night. And then we got home, and of course I took Lisa home because she had a curfew, and so excited. We walked in her house. She lived with her parents, and she said,
Guess what? We just got engaged.
"Tom asked me to marry her."
Yeah, that's true. I did say that.
Yeah.
And they were
Less
than thrilled.
I think her dad's
My mom said.
mom walked away. I think her dad said, "Oh, I don't even want to hear this," and rolled his head back. And then, yeah.
In their defense, because we still tease them, and I'll say things, and they're like, "We did not," and I'm like, "You
Yeah.
did." Now they love Tom more than they love me, but
No.
so in their defense, slightly, what were we? You were 20.
Yeah.
I had just
Turned 21.
I did.
Yeah.
No. You must have been 19, and I must have been 20.
You-
Something close to that.
We were-
Basically, their point was,
We were way too young.
Correct.
And immature. And looking back on it now, I agree with them, but I also think that it was not our timing, it was God's timing. So,
that's interesting. I don't know that I mean, I agree we were young, but I also think we were very established for our age. I mean, it's not like, I mean, we were almost 4 years, literally closer to 4 years dating, and I feel like we kind of,
I had my own apartment and living, by myself. So, I mean, yeah, I think we were pretty mature as far as how old we were.
right. But I could see, as a parent and now a grandparent, I totally can understand you're way too young. But they didn't stay there for long,
No,
to their
no.
credit. They talked the next day about it a little bit, and they did air their concerns, which we appreciated.
100%.
That, they thought we were awfully young, and, we should wait, and if we would just wait, it would be so much better. And so now every year on our anniversary, I tease them. He probably doesn't as much, but I always tease them like, remember
Yeah.
back, like, almost 40 years ago when we started dating, and you guys said, and my mom will go, "We did not." And I'm like, "Oh, but you did."
And we didn't
So-
even stay together to, just to spite them. I mean, we actually stayed together because we really do love each other.
Still,
Yeah.
I would argue, yes, still.
Still.
Yeah, even with your man cold.
It's not that bad.
That'll be a separate show.
I'm not that bad.
He's not that bad until he's sick.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing. So, I mean, that's kind of, that's kind of where we went with that. I mean, like you said, it didn't really dim. It did dim a little bit my excitement, and I don't know. I feel like I kind of anticipated that they weren't going to be, overly thrilled, like, hey, let's go shop for dresses and do all that. But I will say that my parents definitely
had some concerns.
But they got on board, and I mean, we had a really nice wedding, and I mean, we can talk more about that. But
yeah, I mean,
they certainly weren't. They weren't angry. They were just concerned
right.
more
Absolutely.
than anything. I mean, that's really where it came from. Was just, and it wasn't break up. You're too young. It was just wait. You're too young. You're too young to know that if that's the decision you want for the rest of your life. Which, again, as a grandparent, I totally can understand that.
Yeah. In fact, when Alexis wanted to get married, we told them that we thought they were too young.
That's true.
So
that's valid. So there we have it.
I guess if you had to pick out a lesson or something to say, not even profound about this, it's, you make a decision in your life and you feel like it's the greatest decision and the right decision, and then all of a sudden somebody comes and wants to squash it a little bit or
questions it,
and it makes you, I mean, we never thought twice about it. I can't say ever thought twice about our age or getting married.
No, I did reflect on trying to see, like, okay, was it caught up in the moment? Was it? But I did do that, but my answer was always absolutely not.
Yeah.
I mean, because we were engaged for 13 months before we got married, and never once, never, ever did I think, maybe there's something to this.
Yeah. So if it's meant by God for something to happen, I guess the lesson would be no man can stand before it to break it. So
yeah, I'm just thankful that we were right in our decision. But I really do feel like I feel like God would have definitely spoken to us. I think we were both open to that at the time. I mean, I feel like if it was not correct, that
something would have happened.
Yeah, I agree.
A door would have been closed. So anyway,
there's our two P's.
I hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to seeing you guys in a couple of weeks.
And if we always like to, if you don't have a church home, or you'd like to know more about something, by all means, you can message us. You can find us individually on Facebook. I'll probably respond a little bit quicker than this one, but you can find him on there.
She probably will.
You can reach out to us at Imperfect Community Church. And if you don't have a church home, by all means, you're welcome any Sunday. We are in Edgewater, which might sound far, but realistically, it's not.
Really not.
I mean, we live in Port Orange. It's like 15 minutes. Small church right now, but what a huge heart we have for community, for others, for outreach. Great people there. Pastor Billy is amazing. His wife Michelle is great. Great messages, and you can go on Imperfect on our Facebook page, Imperfect Community Church. They have all our messages are on there. You can, just reach out if you need anything. We're absolutely more than willing to share with you. And
I will say one other thing about the church is Ricky and Candace did a fantastic job on Sunday service. So yeah,
they're the worship team.
Little worship team that just the two of them. He strums on a guitar and Candace sings. They both sing, but yeah, it's pretty moving.
It is moving. Yep. I was freezing today, but I also had holy goosebumps, which was even better. So always a good message with a Bible inspired, always referenceable, and life applicable, which That's what you should want from a church. So
Truly.
we're not church poaching. We're just saying if you're undecided or don't have anywhere, we would absolutely welcome you. So, and as far as marriage, dating, any of that, we welcome anything you want to know about, anything you question. We are more, I'm very transparent. I have no problem. I don't think
Yeah.
Tom does either. He's
No.
been stuck with me long enough to not be that way. So
I know how she is.
reach out. We're happy to help. But
Absolutely. Okay.
you guys take care. Have a great week. God bless.
And we'll see you in a couple weeks. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.